Hello friends, we are doing something a little different today. So I recently got a hold of, I think, pretty much all of my old artwork from my preteens and high school years and a little bit of early college. There is a ton of stuff, and I am actually going to break this up into two videos because there's so much of it. What you're going to see in today's video is going to be the oldest that I found was from 2002, which is crazy. And then most of it is, like from 2002 and then all the way up until some of it was like 2010. So that's like my preteen and high school years. And as expected, there's definitely a ton of anime fan art happening, but a surprising amount of original characters as well, and so much more drawings of couples and shirtless dudes than I was expecting. So it was quite the journey. It is hilarious. I really enjoy seeing people's old artwork. I think it's really a good way of seeing how far an artist has come, but also where all of their influences are coming from as well. And yeah, I definitely did a lot of copying of official artwork, and while I do think that's not a bad way of learning, I do think that it is really important to be aware of the fact that you are copying somebody else and to only use it as a studying and learning and practicing purpose. And yeah, for me, I didn't do anything with any of the artwork that I made that I'm showing you here. Like, it all was just for personal use. I would just post it on whatever art platform at the time. So if you've seen my 15-year art journey video, I started out on this platform called the Otaku, and then I went to DeviantArt, and then I went to Tumblr. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope that you have fun watching this journey, and I'll see you at the end. Yeah, so we're gonna start here. I'm so glad I dated a lot of this stuff. So June 16th, 2004, Cardcaptor Sakura was definitely the thing that really got me into drawing. This is probably one of the earliest. If you grew up in the 90s, I'm sure you would have went through the TY Beanie Baby phase. Looks like is this referring to 2002? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got some Sanrio characters, Puka, Mashimaru, and Hamtaro. Oh my, I nearly forgot I had a Hamtaro phase. September 2005. I remember being very proud of the way that I did the highlights in the hair. And yeah, this is colored pencils and graphite pencil on just, plain old lined paper, as we all did. Stop. This is very indicative of the fashion at that time. So this is 2005. And it's funny how even at this time, back in 2005, I was still interested in drawing, girls in fashion outfits. More Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. Wow, I was really out here saving everything. Got some Naruto, Kiba, and like everybody, definitely drawing a lot of anime eyes. Loved Inuyasha so much, but yeah, this is definitely, I think, me copying the manga style specifically. I guess I was drawing the same portrait over and over to see if I could improve on the last one, drawing Shaoran from Cardcaptor Sakura. A big fan of clamp style for sure. Oh, here we go. Here is the teenage angst coming out like nobody's business. Oh my god. All hail the heartbreaker. I'm losing it. This is I knew there was gonna be some like angsty teenage art happening in here, but this is way more extreme than I was expecting. Got some still life drawings happening that I'm sure I did for school. More stuff on lined paper. Oh yeah, this is when I got into Gundam Seed. I was obsessed with Kira, Kagome, and Inuyasha. So cheesy. Look at the quotes. Look at the way that I wrote. Oh my god, doing the most. Kikyo and Kagome. Wait, so many couple drawings. We got Atherin and Kigali from Gundam Seed. We've got, oh yeah, here we go. So I guess I was creating my own character designs, it looks like. Lots of different hairstyles. Oh yeah, I was trying to design my own outfit for Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. And wow, this is some fashion choices happening here. More Sanrio characters, really into Sanrio. Also, more Hamtaro. 2004, I'm guessing. Can't go an old childhood tour of my artwork without seeing some Disney stuff. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm sure these were all referenced just from screenshots or whatever from the movies or official artwork. Ooh, getting in some color here. Oh yeah, look at these proportions on this face. Got some Inuyasha happening. Yep. Oh yes, look at this glitter paint happening. Absolutely. More Hamtaro. Okay, so continuing on with just loose paper, because that's how you start, right? Like the majority of my earlier work, the beginnings of my art journey, so to speak, everything was on loose paper, lined paper. I just used whatever I had lying around. Like I think all, like especially the stuff that we just went through was all Crayola colored pencils and just random math pencils that, you know, you would just have lying around because of being in school. Oh my gosh, look. Sophie and Howl. I'm positive that's Sophie and Howl. Oh, cute. This is definitely an original character that I was designing, and he embodies exactly what I was into at this time. Okay, so we're actually getting into some more original characters that I had designed. I remember this character was named Lily, I believe. Oh, I hope that I have the finished piece in here, but this was the initial sketch for this like high school romance original characters that I created. Never considered myself to be a writer or had any intentions of making a comic or anything like that. I just like made up these scenarios in my head, but fully open shirt. Yeah. Okay, so this is the character that I had designed. Her name was Lily. And then this was her male lead romance interest named Riley. These were both from 2007. And this was, I guess, yeah, this was when I got fine liners, which was like a revelation for me. So fine liners and color pencils happening. As I've mentioned, definitely my pop punk emo influences coming through here. Oh, yes. Okay. You know, this is not that I ever needed proof, but this is proof that I was always the #1 Sokka fan from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this was, I think, the first time I was really like trying to go for something more dynamic. And you know what? It's not terrible. Like, good for me. Good for me for going out of my comfort zone and trying. And yeah, I think this is ballpoint pen, color pencil, and fine liners. This was definitely a copy from one of the mangas. I think it was a manga cover or just like official manga artwork that I copied. And this is more official artwork that I copied for Gundam Seed. What is this from? This is Kami something Karin. I'm gonna look it up later. This is definitely like me copying the official artwork from a manga that I was obsessed with at the time, and I was like in love with this character. Oh yes, we got Misa, our girl Misa from Death Note. This fashion, very, very much that early mid 2000s pop punk fashion that I was obsessed with. More color pencils. You know, some things never change. I still really like drawing sad girls. This is another character from an art mutual of mine. I believe he was some kind of science experiment gone, you know, with a tiger or something. Oh my god. So many six packs happening. I believe these were just original character designs of mine. Probably me low-key trying to manifest my own boyfriends. I'm sure. I mean, yeah, I feel like, you know, you got your soft boy and then you've got your edgy bad boy. Oh my gosh, this is killing me. Kigali and Atherin from Gundam Seed. This was, oh yeah, I remembered I was experimenting with colored line art and I was using just colored pencils for this and experimenting like with line weight and getting, yeah, and just using a color liner as opposed to using like the black fine liners like I was here. This, oh my gosh. Do y'all remember Wolf's Rain? Oh, this was definitely, I'm sure I had made this after watching Wolf's Rain. I barely remember that series, but I remember it was very angsty. This was, oh yeah, so when I was on the Otaku, the anime art sharing platform, I ended up getting, I started to get a lot of requests from people, and I had and have a really hard time saying no. So I wasn't even making anything off of these. There were just people asking and I was like, oh, sure. So this was, you know, some person's Mary Sue character with Itachi from Naruto. Oh my gosh, saucy. So many six packs happening. I guess, I don't know, was this my own Naruto character? I don't really know. Oh my gosh, look how so spicy. Taking his pants off. What was I? The thirst was real. Oh my gosh. I was the biggest, the absolute biggest Sasuke and Sakura shipper from Naruto. Oh yeah. We've got some Sashomaru. These are from 2005 again. This was definitely a copy from official artwork. I did that a lot. I would, I guess, fold the paper in half and all about saving my resources. Got another Itachi from Naruto, 2006 we've got here. Back when, you know, everybody with their graphite pencil using their finger to like smudge the heck out of everything and to make it super, super blended. Kakashi, more copying of official artwork. The taste. Even back then, I knew Itachi and Kakashi is where it's at. More requests that I took on, I guess, of somebody's Mary Sue character with Gaara. Stop. Did I make my own Wolf's Rain character? Is that what this is? Oh yeah, this was my attempt at a chibi style. Was and never had been good with chibi styles, but this is the girls from Naruto. Drew a lot of couples. Interesting. We've got Ayame and Koga. Ayame, I think that's her name, right? Naruto and Gaara at the beach, I guess. Sure. Oh yes, of course. I was obsessed with Ouran High School Host Club. Obsessed. Hikari and Karu, the Hitachin twins, right? That's their names? Oh yeah, okay. So like I mentioned earlier, I was initially posting my work on this platform called the Otaku, and I guess I had hit 1,000 votes. I think that was equivalent to likes. And so of course we've got Inuyasha and Edward Elric and Naruto, Inuyasha and Sashomaru happening here. And then, oh yeah, I went through a phase where I was doing graphite grayscale with like pops of color with colored pencils. 2006 still, this is Winry and Edward Elric. More of that grayscale and colored pencil. We got Inuyasha in his demon form, or full demon form, right? This is the start of a realism portrait. I'm not sure who that is, but okay. If you've seen my 15-year art journey video, you'll see I've reacted to this before, but I mean, the thirst for Koga was real, guys, or the thirst for six packs in general. There is so many shirtless dudes in this folder of artwork. This was kind of my earlier stages of working with watercolor, and you know what? Not terrible. It's actually not that bad. We've got our boy Ichigo from Bleach. This is 2006. I was, more colored line art happening. This was my, mutual art friend's original characters. She was writing a story about these, they were like experiments in an asylum or something like that. Yeah, she was a vampire and he was like some tiger man. Another watercolor? No. Acrylic? Actually, yeah, this looks like acrylic perhaps, or tempera paint or something. This, oh yeah, Ouran High School Host Club. I really shipped Tamaki with Haruhi. And this was my experiment at what the Ouran High School Host Club uniform could look like for the girls if it was more similar to, I guess, the male uniform, not the yellow dresses. Looking back at it now, though, the yellow dresses are cute as heck. I was definitely a big shipper of Rukia and Ichigo. Still am, honestly. I'm very salty that they didn't end up together. This was an art collab. I don't remember who the artist was, but I remembered this is another artist's line work, and then I printed it out, and then I colored it, and then we probably swapped. This is definitely somebody's Mary Sue Naruto character. I did so many requests for people, and I didn't get paid for them or anything. Cute cat girl. These super frilly skirts was definitely big back then, and super low-rise everything. I'm so glad that's not a thing right now. More Sasuke and Sakura. Oh my gosh. I like how they did the lightning. Pretty cool, actually. We've got a Sakura and Sakura crossover. This is, we've got Winry wearing Edward Elric's clothes, 2006. So this is now I'm finally moving away from just copying official artwork, and I'm actually trying to do my own interpretations of things. Oh yeah, this is a little series that I did. So this is Kagome and Sango, and we've got Kikyo and Inuyasha there. I was going through this phase where I did the hair like this, and I believe these are like a fine liner or like a fine line Sharpie that I originally was using with just Crayola color pencils, I'm pretty sure. Now we've got some Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Another crossover we've got here, Kagome with Sakura. Okay, what is this? This is definitely, I copied this from Balto, I'm positive, except this is not Balto. This was probably another request. I feel like this was probably somebody's wolf character. For those of you who played Gaia Online, you might have recognized this in terms of the character design. I never played Gaia Online, but my friend did, and she had requested me to draw her character from Gaia. Going through this is hilarious in terms of seeing the fashion choices that was happening in the early 2000s. Look at the lace trim on the bottom of every tank top, and the graphic that would sit like at the side on the bottom of the shirt, and then the lace cutout on the jeans. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm so surprised at how many wolves are happening in this. I guess, the wolf's rain craze in me, I completely forgot about it. Some things never change. I still love drawing witches and Halloween vibe stuff, so of course we gotta have that. Got a cute chibi Sailor Mars. Oh yes, I remember being so incredibly proud of this at the time. We've got our two emo boys happening here, and this was, I think I remembered I had just gotten fine line Sharpies, and I was so excited to use them in combination with graphite and colored pencils, and I thought I was so cool and edgy. Pretty sure these are both copied from official artwork. Okay, now we are moving on to, this was from my memory, my very first official sketchbook. So as we have witnessed, I did so much artwork just on lined paper, copy paper, whatever I just had lying around, and I was doing so much drawing, and my aunt, bless her, was like, maybe you should have like an actual sketchbook for this. And I was like, no, it's fine. And then she went out and got me one, and I love that I still have this. So let's go. So this is 2006. More Sakura, Simba, of course, more Koga from Inuyasha. These are all definitely just like copies from official artwork. A modern alternate universe for Team 7. Aw, so sweet. Alphonse and Edward Elric. More Athrun and Kira from Gundam Seed. Some super angsty Inuyasha Kikyo stuff, I believe. Oh my god. Why did I do this? I'm Oh my gosh. If you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, you know. If you know, you know. Why did I have to do this? Now I'm sad. Pocahontas. Ash Ketchum. I was not expecting to find Pokemon fan art in here. Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland was a big, big favorite of mine. Alphonse and Edward again. Y'all, I shipped them so hard. I made so much fan art for them. Fashion quotation marks. Early sketches of my original characters from that time. Oh, we've got Toshiro Hitsugaya from Bleach over here. He was my favorite. Looks like I was creating a vampire character of some sort. Look at this super vampy vampire girl. I mean, I kind of still love it. The garters and the fishnets and the thigh-high boots. I'm still into that, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh yes, this is magical, guys. Okay, look. Bella Swan, Alice Cullen, Rosalie Hale. Hull? What was their last name? Hull? Hale? It's been a long time since I read Twilight. Esme Cullen, and then we've got Edward Cullen, Jasper, Emmett, Carlisle, and then we've got Jacob, and then Victoria on the bottom. Oh my gosh, this is killing me. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you didn't already know, I used to be obsessed with Twilight in high school, for sure. And, oh, cute. A pirate girl. Super cute. So many shirtless dudes. And this was definitely, I think, during my era of being obsessed with the OC, hence the beach California vibes for sure. The puka shell necklace. Everyone had puka shell necklaces. That's killing me. Wow, I literally can smell the colored pencil off this page. Some Alice in Wonderland sketches that never came into fruition. Okay, so I pretty sure these were my original characters, and I was, you know, very much into that emo boy, skater boy hairstyles for sure. Lots of piercings happening also. You know, some things never change. Some things never change. It looks like she's got, yeah, we've got some kind of bad bitch girl with some kind of weapon, and she's got like cool belt and everything. You know, I still draw this to this day. Still draw this kind of stuff. This, I think, is when I was kind of developing my own style apart from just replicating the anime and manga stuff that I was seeing. So I think this is like a good show of me melding all of my different kind of influences coming together. So it had like a little bit more detail happening. And oh yeah, we're getting into, this looks like 2009. We're in 2009. As I say that, this is definitely copying the manga DN Angel, right? I literally don't remember anything about the series except that I think, yeah, there was angels and anti-angels or something. More of my original characters, I believe. But also, can we please just talk about the extra low V-neck that is happening right now? This was all the rage with all of those pop punk boys back then. That is beautiful, beautiful. Some figure drawing studies, I guess. This was, I think, meant to be like a preliminary sketch for some Alice in Wonderland drawing that never ended up happening. More shirtless vampires as it goes. Oh yes. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. Oh, this is really fun. So I had gotten some colored ballpoint pens and went to town. These were, again, my original characters that I had no story written or any comic planned, but, you know, this is really cute. I really enjoy that. And of course, oh, y'all, do you remember when everyone had these freaking printed scarves that we wore around our necks all the time, even when it wasn't cold? It was purely a fashion choice and not for warmth. So I think we're getting into the Tumblr and or DeviantArt days for sure. And I was seeing a lot of people drawing like their own outfits, like what I wore. And so this was me drawing my own outfits, even though, you know, the fashion was not that exciting. This is 2009. Some figure studies. Thankfully, I guess I left out the junk, so I don't have to worry about my monetization on YouTube. Oh yes, when Lady Gaga came out on the scene. This was during her first era, the Fame Monster era. Yes, this was, oh, I remember, okay, yeah, this was it was for my friend's birthday or Christmas or gift or something, and I hand painted this for her on a shirt. I'm pretty sure I left out the text in the end, but that's pretty cute. This is definitely inspired by, remember the iTunes commercials? That's definitely what this is inspired by, I'm sure. Drawing more couples because I did not have a love life back then, so I was just drawing all of, you know, living vicariously through my drawings, I guess. I really love drawing demon ladies and vampires. I guess this is, yes, I think I was practicing, you know, trying to practice my figure drawing. This was, oh yeah, I was drawing dresses inspired by fruit. So these two are definitely inspired by strawberries. And then this one was inspired by a kiwi. These, oh wow, I have like such a vivid memory of this. These were my original characters, and this illustration was very much inspired by the song 6 Feet Under the Stars by All Time Low. I was obsessed with All Time Low, and if you are familiar with the song, this probably will make sense, that they're sitting over a grave and there's stars above them. Also, good for me on these poses, actually. Not bad. I definitely, as I always recommend to all of you who are learning to draw, like these definitely, I'm sure I found reference photos to draw these poses. These are, I'm 100% sure that I did not draw these poses from my own imagination. And that's the end of that sketchbook. Where did we leave off? What year is this? 2010. We left off at 2010. I have one more sketchbook to share. This sketchbook was for high school. I remember like my high school art class. So definitely a lot of assignments in here. So this is just a still life of a purse and a wallet. I had a Hello Kitty wallet, not surprising. Okay, so we have another high school assignment. So I had to do a bunch of thumbnails and then settle on a final one, and then I used it. It got turned into a lino block print. So if you're not familiar, you carve out lino and then you use this ink, this paint, and you roll it on, and then you make prints out of it. And yeah, so those were my prints there. Looks like I got a 83 out of 100. Not bad, not bad. Okay, these are more of that lino print. This actually looks quite nice. The gradient turned out really nice on that one. Another majestic pastel drawing. I presumably Finding Nemo had just come out at this time. A masterpiece. 2006. Another life drawing or life study. This is a time capsule. Oh my god. I have never seen anything more early 2000s in my life. Can we just... Absolutely amazing. What? Oh, you know what? I think this was, we were making paper mache or mold masks. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And of course, and I guess I was going for some kind of angel devil thing, I guess. Ooh, yes. My emo angst vibes definitely coming through in this piece. I remembered being so incredibly proud of myself for tackling this big background of this gothy vampire girl in a graveyard using color pencils and graphite pencil, I believe. This is dated 2006. Lots of still lives, because you know that's what happens in high school art class. Oh, okay. Getting real angsty up in here. This is a lot. Got a girl surrounded by snakes. 85% sure that I'm sure I used reference photos of snakes in Naruto for this, even though this illustration has nothing to do with Naruto. So much angst for what, really? Oh my god, yes. Jackpot. We've got L from Death Note. I loved him. So many 3/4 portraits facing the left. We were all guilty of this, right? So exploring different hairstyles, I guess, for them. How teased, how seen do we want her hair to be? And experimenting with hair, I guess trying to get down those curly ringlets there. All right, look at me drawing some, trying to, practice my figure studies here. And then lots of more male portraits happening here. Different expressions. I think practicing different expressions, I think is what's going on here. Good for me. And then, oh yeah, so I guess, and then of course I had to do some male body studies. Oh, can we quickly just talk? This was a thumbnail for that Koge painting, I guess. We got a little bit of a Rihanna portrait study here during her umbrella good girl gone bad phase when she had like that bob. Hand studies, good for me, getting that practice in. Oh my god, I put names on them. So these are all my original characters from high school. So this is Tristan, we've got Riley, we've got Elizabeth, Juliet, James, Xavier, and Landon. Hilarious. Amazing. This was a self-portrait. I remember experimenting with watercolor. This is probably, some really, really early watercolor experimenting here. I guess I had tried a few times. We all got to start from somewhere. Just using colored pencils on top. Yeah, I guess I was experimenting. So watercolor with colored pencils happening here, and then this one looks like watercolor and then some fine liners or something happening here, pretty sure. And then a loose sheet that got ripped out, some kind of pin-up-y girl here. Lots of loose ties happening. Very Avril Lavigne. All right, and that's the end of the sketchbook. I didn't quite finish it, it looks like, but I got through most of it, it looks like, which is pretty good. I hope you had fun watching that. It's quite the journey, if I do say so myself. So I actually found just a couple more bonus drawings that were tucked behind in one of the pockets. This is what kicked off everything. And it was Cardcaptor Sakura, unsurprising. And it is so faint, but this is 2004. So this is really what started it all. I guess, yeah, so you can see Sakura there was based off of a official artwork, and then Shaoran was from my own interpretation. Also, we've got more Inuyasha in all of his forms. Also just, using just random copy paper. Got Lust from Full Metal Alchemist. And more Inuyasha, the whole gang. And then final bonus, I cannot believe I found this. I didn't remember that I had this. That's right, this is a High School Musical Zac Efron, Troy Bolton doll, mint condition, never taken out of the box. And then I also found this. I was a huge High School Musical fan, but I was also in high school myself and was definitely too old to ever need or ever want a doll. So I think this was like a gag gift from my friend. I don't know what use I'm going to have for this, but I couldn't bear. I had to show you guys. So funny. So yeah, I hope that seeing my old artwork helps give you an idea of, it takes a long time and it's an ongoing journey to find your own voice as an artist. and seeing how really experimenting and just going with what you are really interested in really helps like inform the type of work that you'll make in the future. And like the majority of what you saw was either me copying official artwork from various animes and mangas, and then there was a lot of stuff that I was also using photo references of like celebrities and models I had come across in like magazines and online and everything. So this was in high school when I had a lot of time on my hands. So I was making and producing like tons and tons of artwork. And in those years, I was someone who pretty much had like no other interests or hobbies. Like I didn't do sports. I wasn't in extracurriculars. I didn't go to camp. My social life was next to none. So yeah, those years I definitely was developing and growing and learning quite quickly. In the next video, the next part 2, I will be reviewing the rest of the artwork that I have here. Yeah, I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!